Welcome to Astronomy 120, Life in the Universe Online. This course will explore the possibilities of life existing outside of the Earth. Have you ever wondered if there is life other than just us? Is the universe teeming with life and we just haven't found it yet? Or is it possible that we're just alone? And what is required for life to exist anyway? And do we find those conditions elsewhere? As Ellie Arroway in the movie Contact would say, if there's no life elsewhere, then it seems like an awful waste of space. So we'll examine these possibilities and we'll provide you with some background to answer this question for yourself. I hope you enjoyed this course, and I look forward to a very successful semester.
Stop until you have passed through the airlock door. Do not attempt to use hazmat suits without assistance from authorized personnel. Repeat, hazmat suits without assistance from authorized personnel.
Wait, just a minute.
Am I fired?
You're better than the last guy.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
While many people find astronomy to be a highly fascinating subject, it can be difficult to learn. One of the best ways people learn astronomy is by interacting with peers. This can be face-to-face or over the internet in online forums and chats. I strongly encourage you to work together as you go through this course and find a way to help each other through some of the more difficult material. Let me now give you a handful of tips that will help you succeed in this course. First, and very importantly, be sure to set aside specific times to work on this course. During the fall and spring semester, you will need to set aside at least 6 hours per week, and this could be up to 18 hours per week during the summer. While this sounds like a lot of time, it is comparable to what you should be spending on an average 3-credit course.
I've put together this short video to walk you through the information you'll need for the course. So I've logged into my D2L page, and at the bottom I will see all of my current courses. So I'll click on the Fall 2020 Life in the Universe, and that'll take me to our course homepage. It begins with an announcement and a link to the course content, which is also available at the top. So once I click on that, it'll take me to the opening page, and if this is the first time you're going to the course, it will take you to the overview. So I encourage you to read through the overview material. At the bottom you'll find the syllabus with a lot of important information for this semester. So you'll note a number of tools along the top. Some of those we'll use, some of them we will not. And on the left side here is a general overview of how the course is structured. So the first thing you'll want to do is read through the overview, and then you'll want to go to the course home. So again, you'll have some general information that will be useful to you as we go through the course. The most important thing to note here is that this course is not self-paced. The course is made up of a number of units with very specific start and end dates. Each unit will have some assigned activities for you to do. Generally speaking, they'll look like this. There will be a due date, and then a list of reading assignments and other things that you'll need to complete by the end of the unit. It may also include an optional quiz, which usually has a video associated with it. Again, these quizzes are optional. You can take them as many times as you wish, and they're there to provide you with a tool to see if you are understanding the content in the video. The videos are generally going to be content that is not covered particularly well in the textbook that you will be held responsible for. So going back to the course home, there's a couple of things in here of importance to you. So first is the syllabus, which I've already mentioned, a link to the Mastering Astronomy, which I'll cover in a separate video, a document sharing folder. There's also a file in here that contains some observing projects that you might consider doing as extra credit. There's some help links, and an important link here that if you have to miss an exam and you want credit for it after it's already closed, you'll need to provide me some information that tells me why you were unable to make it. So as I mentioned, this course is broken down into units that will cover several chapters within the textbook. At the end of a group of units, there will be an exam. The exams have very specific start and end dates, so please be sure that you make note of those. Exams will generally be 2 days in length. Exams are timed. Make sure that you're prepared when you take the exam. It is open book and open notes, but that does come with a warning that if you rely solely on those resources, it's not likely that you'll have time to finish in the allotted time. The exams have been configured so that if you do not finish by the end of the allotted time period, it will automatically submit the work that you have. So at least that way you'll get credit for the work that you've completed. I do post a study guide which includes information that was covered during that exam period. So make sure you're able to review that as well before you take the exams. Now returning back to the top, we'll see a couple of things that you'll want to make note of. This is the UCU Virtual Classroom. This is where we'll hold our virtual office hours. So once the semester begins, I'll start posting some appointments once we decide a date and a time. You'll simply come in this area, click on the active meeting to join a Zoom-like session that has been included as part of D2L. These sessions will be optional, so if you can't make it during the scheduled time, I can always either handle your questions or issues via email, or I can set up a special time to meet through UCU. The last thing I'll go over is the communication tool. We have a lot of things due, so the calendar can be a really useful resource for you. So one other thing you'll want to make note of. Under the communication tools option, there is a course calendar. So for all of the units and all the assignments, there is a due date that will show up on this calendar on those specific dates. So you'll see generally all units are due on a Sunday at 11:59 p.m. I recommend that you put calendar appointments in your smartphones as at least a backup, if not a primary means of alerting you that something is due. So that's everything that you'll need to have a successful semester when it comes to accessing the material that you'll be expected to know.
Do not wait until the unit due date to begin work on a course. This is for several reasons. First, a unit contains a lot of information and you will not be able to learn it successfully in a single sitting. Computer downtime is not a valid excuse for failing to complete work. Be sure to read the syllabus. I know the syllabus is quite long and has a lot of different parts and is extraordinarily boring, but it does have important information. First, it has tentative due dates for all activities. It has information on how grading will be done both for given assignments and for the course as a whole. The syllabus has crucial technological information, including who to contact when you have problems and what procedure to take if technological problems prohibit you from finishing an assignment on time.